My brothers, our wish list came to life. We asked for a certain something from Papa Arrowhead and Helldivers 2, and through some magic miracle, they gave us exactly what we wanted. What was it that we brought up that we wanted, Render Piss?
We wanted everything this update brought. We wanted Hive Lord, boss fight, we wanted caves. The only thing we didn't want were the connection issues.
Pretty bad.
Pretty bad.
We dealt with it at launch, though. You know, for when the game actually launched, you know, it comes with the territory. It'll smooth over, dude. Everything's gonna be fine.
That's the thing. It reminded me of launch, and I don't know if you were the same way, but when the game launched, I took like a couple days off of it because I hated like starting a mission and then a bug crashed it or made it unplayable.
Oh, dude, I was a freak. I would just sit there and stare at the screen blankly until it would just work. So I'd just be sitting there for a good 30 to 40, you know, catching Z's, waiting for the magic to happen.
Arrowhead's gonna fix it. They fixed it last time. They did it before. This is not even half as bad as launch was.
Arrowhead fixes all. Don't be fucking traitors, alright? Everything's gonna be fine.
Yeah, you're right, but for now, let's talk about the new weapons and the new update. So, first, the new weapons. The Coyote, man. People love this thing.
Oh, I love this thing, dude. You're not so much of a fan of it, methinks?
I'm not sold.
Dude, this gun is sexy. I love it. I love the incendiary damage. I think it packs a wall up. You don't like its recoil, I think, if the last time we spoke about it. I love its recoil. I don't see any issue with it. You pair it with a little siege ready action, maybe a little reinforced epilutes. You're in business, brother.
My issue with it, and it's not that big of an issue, but I just rather bring the reprimand. If I'm going to deal with a weapon
You're so perverted. You're so sick. The reprimand?
Yeah.
We're going to sit here and try to talk to the people. You're bringing up the reprimand?
Yeah, dude. It's a phenomenal gun.
No, it's not, dude. It's not good. Has a crappy reload. It's annoying. Cockapoo submachine gun nonsense.
Alright, what about this spear gun? This thing is cool.
Oh, dude, I feel like Moby Dick. I feel like Moby Dick with a big thing in his pants, hunting something even bigger. I'm telling you, man, I love it. The fact that it penetrates, the fact that it has gas damage, the one kind, you know what? It's the one aspect of gas damage or a gas-related item or stratagem in this game that I actually think is good. I love it. I'll use it all the time, all day. This thing, by the way, takes out hulks for the automatons. I was doing that today, not to go off too much on a tangent, but these things do wonders against hulks and not too shabby against tanks, on top of obviously packing a wallop of a variety of bugs for various reasons.
Does it also disorient the enemies?
Methinks yes.
Okay.
Methinks there's a little bit of dizziness about these things when you stick them with one. Because it hovers in the area for a little bit, you know, the smoke cloud. It kind of doesn't precipitate, or what's the word? Menstruate? No. Condensate. Condensate!
No.
Condensate?
Condensate's not the word you're looking for.
Perspirate.
Evaporate.
Prescription. Collaborate.
Dissipate.
That's the who's he what's it.
Dissipate.
Yeah. Okay. So I like the harpoon gun is what I'm trying to say.
What I think I'm the most excited for though is the manja picante, a little arrabbiata sauce, if I do say so myself.
Brother.
EAT incinerary? What, dude?
The manja picante. Could I tell you something?
What?
I've been using that shit, cousin.
What?
I've been using that shit. It is so nice. You get two of them, just like the standard manja. The explosion radius for these things, I'm going to say this boldly, there's not another weapon in the game where pressing the shoot button or the fire weapon feels as genuinely satisfying as this one does. From the moment you shoot this launcher to the moment it hits to what it does, it makes me very sexual in the pants. It's a great weapon. The manja picante for the win all day, every day. It's a wonderful stratagem. 10 out of 10.
That's so cool. The silo, people are not really thrilled about this thing. They say it's like not that great. It's like a 500 on a 3-minute cooldown.
Oh, that's dog shit.
Yeah.
Who wants that?
No one.
Honestly, I don't have it unlocked yet. But it looks maybe cool. I just don't know yet. If anybody else has actually put some hours into this thing in any way, shape, or form, let us know what you think of it.
Even from the trailer, I had a feeling like it wouldn't be great because it seemed like it was just gonna, and in fact is, just one shot.
I mean, granted, I don't have it yet, so I don't want to be too bold in my opinions, but like, why bring that when you can just bring a manja?
That's the last weapon, right?
No, there's the pineapple. There's the pineapple grenade.
What does that do?
It's a pineapple that is also a grenade. and that's about as much as I understand about it. I think it's only light armor penetrating. Maybe the explosion is pineapple looking.
I don't
I don't
think it
fucking.
has anything to do with the pineapple other than the outside of it looks like a pineapple.
Can I be brutally honest with you for a second, and all the people listening?
Yes.
I haven't seen this used once. I have no idea what the fuck it does. I can read the specs. It just looks like a pineapple grenade. So I don't really know what the significance is and what it really does. So if all you smart folks out there can go ahead and humor me and give me a little education, I'd be really appreciative of it.
Even though we didn't get to experience all the...
Wait!
Yeah.
The sword.
Oh!
Dude. The big old meat cleaver.
El Machete.
I feel like Cloud in Final Fantasy.
It is a big-ass sword.
I feel like a mighty warlord, capable of slaying anything in its path. Dude! So, on launch, the first game I did as soon as this update came out, I purchased this from the Superstore. I put on Peak Physique, and I went and I just had a blast. Granted, I was doing it on a level 10 bug mission, off the rip on Osha Une, with craziness going on all over, so it wasn't as effective as I would have liked it to be, like, for the entire game.
Mm-hmm.
But it's medium armor penetrating. It's got one mighty heavy swing. It's a little slow, so you gotta watch out. You gotta keep your pace. You can't just swing it willy-nilly. You're gonna get all sorts of fucked up. But if you land your strikes, my brothers, it's one of the most satisfying weapons in the game, particularly with Peak Physique. I will also say this. It was good against the bugs. Not great, because I'm an idiot. But you know what it's even better on? The Illuminate.
I was going to say.
The squiddies, the little squids. Swinging this thing against the voteless in particular, brothers, you're reigning hell. You're showcasing who you are on the battlefield in a really medieval way.
See, I know I'm really going to like that weapon eventually, but right now, when we're fighting on, what is it, Omashu? What is it called?
Osha Une, dude. You gotta get your Super Earth vernacular in.
Amashu's from The Last Airbender. But Osha
You're a traitor.
Is just so high resistance that like you get overwhelmed, so I wasn't enjoying it there.
Yeah, you gotta be a real sick puppy to enjoy it on a level 10 bug mission on Osha Une. But it's still a good time. And with that, I do believe, if we're not too stupid, those are all the weapons in this warbond. Outside of the armor, if you want to talk about that, listen, we should talk about it. Come on, let's be big men here, okay? We tried the armor out. If I'm not mistaken, it does 40%, right? 40%.
Yeah. Resistance against everything and 20% throw distance.
Maybe people are going to disagree with me. If you do, tell me why. I don't get it. I'm not going to agree with you, but like it's not that impactful. You don't really feel like what's the point? Just bring some siege armor or anything else. I guess it looks cool. The drip ain't bad.
Nah, it's cool. It looks cool. It looks really cool.
The drip ain't bad. I don't hate it, but it's like whatever, dude. I'm too busy staring at the manja picante.
All right, Micho, let's talk about these new enemy types. And let's start with the little ground fuckers.
Little ground fuckers. I don't even know what they're called. What are these new bugs' names? Well, we're not those guys. We don't know names. But you know it. They come out of the ground, dudes. They're these mid-sized bugs, and they just pop out of the ground. And you're just going about doing your thing. You see the earth moving underneath you. Right? You think, oh, let me pop a couple shots. Maybe I'll get it to come up. Maybe sometimes that happens, but more often than not, at least in the circumstance, if you're shit, like me, they come up on you and they ruin your day. But, like, I love it at the same time. Perhaps that makes me I believe it's called a sadist, or perhaps a masochist. What's the one where you like pain?
The masochist.
A masochist, yes. They make me quite the masochist, because although I dread them, the fact that they're in the game, and there's such a cool implementation of bug tech, I love them. They're freaky.
Yeah, I think it's really interesting because these entirely flipped how you play bugs.
Yeah, dude.
Like, before I never brought medium armor penetrating against bugs, and I know you don't need it, but now it's, like, very helpful. I always like to say, like, bugs you have to create space for, and I don't think you can really create space against these things. Like, I even tried to bring the hover pack at one point, and those fuckers will just jump up to you and hit you. Doesn't matter.
They're dastardly, dude. The bugs are like public enemy number one this season of Helldivers, if you will.
The little fuckers are annoying because they pop up behind you. Then there's the spitters.
Oh, these.
Which are annoying because they do a ton of damage.
Bro, not only do they do a ton of damage, right? They're constantly moving around.
Mm-hmm.
They don't stay up for long. They stay up just for enough to fucking glob you, and then they go back down.
Yeah.
And they have decent amounts of health. You can take them down. I'm not saying they're the hardest thing in the world, but they're definitely, without a shadow of a doubt, a gosh darn nuisance.
I think the only one that doesn't bother me, like, isn't like, damn, this is kind of a pain to deal with.
The Charger.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude. Chargers are, listen.
This one's like a goofy ass Charger. This is just a goofy Charger.
Don't be mean. Don't be nice. Come on. He's not goofy. He's got red armor plating. He kind of looks good. Good drip. Good drip for the new Charger. He's looking good. He's looking fresh, right? He can burrow underground, and that's freaky. And they can definitely come in and disorient you. I've been sideswiped and like cold cocked by a lot of Chargers in my day. But these ones in particular, I mean, you still just bring a thermite, baby.
Yeah.
Thermite's all you need. You get the stick, and they're still going down. Then it's no problem. So
that's true. You know what I do love though? I love me some dragon.
Dude, I like me some cooked dragon. A la picante. These things are nice. They're just a bile titan with wings.
My first time encountering them was like, it was actually kind of intimidating. I was by myself. This thing was just hovering overhead, and the first time it like did its fire attack on me, bro, I was like, where the fuck am I supposed to go? What do I do?
Dude, they are a brilliant enemy addition to this game. They bring such a cool presence to the battlefield because they'll come in, they'll do their hit and run attacks, and then like they'll leave, they'll just retreat, little tactical retreat, watch you be flooded on by the armless bugs that you're already fighting, so you're focusing on everything else in front of you. Now you have to pay mind to this dragon eyeing you in the sky. They're hyper aggressive. Their flame has crazy AoE. The burning's nuts. They're great enemies. They have a large chunk of health. They do a lot of damage, and they seem to be quite intelligent with when they need to leave and then attack again. And I don't want Papa Arrowhead to make these things easier to kill. Dare I say it? I can't believe it. Maybe people are going to be like, dude, what the fuck? No, dude, make these things challenging. I want them to have... I don't want you to make these things weaker. I want you to make them continue to be a menace and a freak and something to be feared. Because then I know when they're on the battlefield, it means I have to pay attention. Or I have to bring something particular to deal with them. They're a threat. And I'm scared of them. And I want that to continue to be a thing.
I just want to add to that. Like, when this announcement came that we're getting these dragons, they're like, it's a flying Bile Titan. And I think it plays so differently from a Bile Titan because Bile Titan spawns on the bug front and you're like, okay, that's going to become a problem in a very short amount of time.
Yeah.
By the time you see the dragon, it's already a fucking problem.
Yeah, dude.
And I kind of like that because it's like, it's the only... Okay, Stalkers might be the only other one, but it's the only enemy on bug front that you have to address immediately. Like, when you see it, we have to get this now.
Especially if you're coupling it with, like, nearby Shriekers.
Yeah.
You know? Or dare I say it, we'll talk about the big bad one later, but, like, the Hive Lord. Like, they just supplement any situation on the battlefield that means killing you in a really crazy way.
One thing that I want to mention is, like, it might seem very difficult right now, and I want to talk about difficulty in a little bit, but it might be hard to take down the dragon right now. But if you notice, Arrowhead is kind of like always one patch behind in terms of like giving us the tools to deal with something. So this patch we got these things, and next patch we're probably going to get something to deal with it.
The bugs are going to be easy again, and then the automatons are going to be the freaks next. You know, everything's going to be cyclical in this game. At least that's what I think. And right now, the bugs are meant to feel menacing. They're making the game difficult. They're challenging us again. And that feels good. I don't want it to go away. I'm happy that things are as difficult as they are, personally.
Can we also talk about Mama?
Mama?
Oh, you're a girl dragon, huh?
Yeah.
Dude, the Hive Lord is everything I wanted in bosses. Everything. When I first dropped in, I experienced a Hive Lord. I was like, dude, this is not at all what I wanted from bosses. Like, this sucks. You know, this is just going to kill me and be an annoying thing that I have to ignore the rest of the game. No, dude. I slayed one with a group of people.
Brothers from the Discord, right?
It was. Shameless plug of our Discord. We have a Discord. There's always people to play with in there. Join us. Links in the description. But I got together with 3 other people in the Discord, and we Okay, dude, we went into the mission planning. Like, okay, there's going to be a Hive Lord. How are we going to deal with it? And we came up with the idea of like recoilless supply pack. Recoilless supply pack. So one person would have the launcher and a supply pack, and the other person would have the recoilless backpack. And we just did team reloads, 2 teams of 2. Then when they would run out, we would heal them. And dude, it was this chaotic mess. We had 5 dragons show up while we were trying to do this. All of a sudden, it comes out of the fucking sky, and it's like ready to do an attack. And I take a shot, and then you see it like roar and start to fall, and we're like, I'm so happy I captured the audio because we all just like cheered.
Clip it, fuck this thing.
We were so excited. I was like, that is the coolest experience I've ever had playing this game. Period.
Can I also say that it's exactly what I asked for? Like I feel like they gave me exactly what was in my brain. When we talked about this in our wish list and about like a true boss unit, just a true experience that you can have with your brothers on the field in a crazy way, they gave me exactly that.
Number 4, we've talked about this before. Bosses.
Yeah, man. I just if you really want to spoil me, which is what this wish list is about, it'd be great to have a dedicated, actual, large-scale boss unit per faction. Whether that's its own mission type or it happens randomly and a boss just appears and changes the course of your game. I would love a dedicated boss battle exchange for each faction.
And it'll be a surprise sometimes. This thing will come out of nowhere, and you can just, or sometimes before it even happens for the first time, you hear that rumbling. You know it's there before it's even there. Just the feeling that it gives you as a player, and then it showcases itself, and it body slams you, and I've been uppercutted by this thing. I've been in its mouth. I've been thrown clear across the map by this thing. Like, this thing has fallen on me. It's just everything I wanted, and I'm really happy about it, and I'm thankful for it. As a gamer, as a player, I'm pleased, personally. I hope you guys are too.
If I could give Papa Arrowhead notes, like maybe just if they're listening, the Hive Lord should be its independent mission. I would probably do that all the time. If it was just, you go in, hey, there's a Hive Lord here, you need to defeat it. Dude, I'm picking that mission every time.
Yeah, I want it all the time, and it's sometimes annoying because it's like I have to focus on other things, and I don't want to focus on those things. I want to focus on you. I want to focus on Hive Momma. I just want to follow her. I want to hear her rumbles. I want to experience her penetration to the realm that I exist in. And then I want to meet sweet love nothings to her all day and all night. I don't want to deal with the fucking nurseries. I don't want to do the hive drills. I don't want to escort the locomotive. I want it to be you and me. You and me, baby.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry, dude. I'm just passionate about this stuff. I'm just saying I agree with you. Yes. Yes, absolutely, yes.
I want to talk about one aspect of the Hive Lord that's going to go into our next point.
Yeah, dude.
And that is the difficulty. I think that when I first experienced the Hive Lord, I was like, this is too much. How are you supposed to handle this when you're getting overwhelmed by all these bugs on the ground and all this and all that?
Isn't it exciting?
And because of that, I want to talk about the difficulty. I think the difficulty right now is hyperinflated because, one, we're on a Terminid home world. Like, this is their turf, not ours. You know?
Osha-une.
And it's extremely high resistance or something like that. So there's even more enemy presence than would be normally. Because of that, this update seems like a huge difficulty spike, but I don't think it's actually that difficult. I think it's just going to take some time to get used to. What do you think?
Yeah, 100%. They're just providing a different challenge. I think if you want your game to succeed, you want cool new things to happen, and you want your fan base to be challenged. You don't want everything to be such a cakewalk. You got to throw them new problems that they can kind of seek to figure out, and that keeps me satiated. That keeps the incentive high, and the fact that these guys keep doing it, they're doing a good job, man.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. When this game came out, level 9s and then eventually level 10s were extremely difficult, and I think it's kind of been toned down a little bit.
Can you mention that really quickly, just in case there's any new like Xbox divers or just any new divers in general? When the game launched, if I'm not mistaken, there were only 9 difficulty.
They added number 10. So basically what happened is level 9 was extremely difficult. It was doable, but it was extremely difficult. A lot of people complained that it was like too hard, so they scaled it back, and they really kind of ruined it. But the reason it was as hard as it was originally is like some glitch. I think that enemies were spawning more frequently than they should have, and when they fixed that, nines became fairly doable for a lot of the community, and people didn't like that. So they're like, okay, we're going to give you what you want, the difficulty that you want, and they gave us, with the Fortress update, difficulty 10.
All right, dude. One of the last things I wanted to talk about was the addition of the caves, dude. Going down deep into the hives, looking for some freaky shit.
Hey, we're looking for the Spore Lung or whatever.
Yeah, the Spore Lung. You gotta strap a big old bomb to your back, crawl into the crevices with all the creepy crawlies, and then just hope to God you have what it takes to set the bomb off successfully in the right place. I don't know about you, but I get lost. Like, there's so many different directions you can go, and sometimes I get disoriented.
Yeah.
And you enter with the squad, and all of a sudden you guys are split up, and then there's enemies all around you, and you just truly feel like you're fighting 360 degrees of death. And you can't call anything in, obviously, unless you're like in a hole in the ceiling. And it's so good. I've emancipated just talking about it. It's definitely emancipation level. I love it.
This is what we wanted. Well, we talked about this recently. We wanted caves to go into. The only thing they didn't give us is like digging through the sides of the walls to like make an entrance or an exit. But the caves they gave us were phenomenal. And I felt like so stupid, dude. But I was like literally dumbfounded, because when we started playing, I think I was with you and Pharaoh the first time we went to a cave. And I was like, oh, damn, it's dark in here. Like, you need a flashlight. And Pharaoh's like, yeah, no shit. It's a fucking cave. And then
he made you look like a downright fool.
Damn, okay, sorry.
Dude, it's there's stalker nests in the hives. There's bile titan nests. There's just so many things going on in these things, and then like depending upon the difficulty of the level, like increases like what the cave size is going to be, or not all caves are alike, and like the entrances to the cave and the exits to the cave. There's just caves. Caves are cool. Caves are good. Caves makes me happy in my pants.
The only other thing we didn't talk about is the oil rig mission.
So there's these oil rig missions, right? Where you have to man, operate, and defend this big old locomotive. This huge fucking thing, and it goes really slow, and you gotta you have to escort it to a series of these things where you have to activate the stratagem, and it mines, and then you gotta defend it while it's mining, and you have to form like a little convoy around it and defend it from place to place, and then there's like this gun on it, and you can man it, and like you get kind of a shitty field of view, so you can't shoot the things directly underneath you, but it makes sense, so you can't be mad. Oh, it's so much fun.
You have to protect it.
Yeah, dude, you have to protect it. Hey, fun fucking fact, dudes. Orbital lasers fuck everything up. That big old laser in the sky that's normally your friend, let me tell you something. It's not your fucking friend. You don't bring this thing on this mission. The amount of times I've failed from fucking nowhere just because I brought the laser and the laser decided to destroy a bile titan or a charger that was next to it, and then it just took it out. And then, sorry, I'm choking because I'm so excited.
I had an even worse experience with it.
What?
I was playing with some dipshit who, as soon as we landed in, put his hell pod into the oil rig and blew that shit up.
That was me you're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I did do... God damn it. I did do that. That's horse shit. We failed the mission, after I landed, because...
Before getting out of our hell pods.
Yeah, it's brutal. I was with Red Eye, I think the first time I streamed. I was doing this stream, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? This is so cool. You know, Pharaoh's operating this big thing, and I died, but I'm coming back, so I'm going to land on top of this thing. And I'm going to try to, like, shoot from the top of it like it's some giant locomotive. I landed on it, and then the thing skitzed out and started breakdancing and flung me off, and it flew to the wayside. Bro, the physics are so sick. I love this. I just love it. I think this might be my favorite mission, personally. I'm going to throw it out there. The locomotive mission, the oil locomotive rig thing. For the win, brothers. 10 out of 10. All right, my brothers, that's it. That's the finale. We went over the caves. We went over the mission types. We went over the weapons, the new enemies. We went over the Hive Momma, and out of all of that, I'm curious. What's your favorite? What do you like most about this war bond? And even more importantly, what do you not like? What would you fix? Tell me. And I also sincerely hope, if anybody's interested, please join our Discord below. We're a dedicated group of brothers that just want to learn about the game, laugh about the game, and play the game together. So if you're an old or new player and you want some friends, come on down.
Dumb decisions.